Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our webinar on Algo Trading with Python, Series 3. My name is Chitra Dusia, and I thank you all for joining today's webinar. Before we begin this session, I would like to share this session is only for educational purpose. NCDEX and the host of the program will not be responsible for any profit loss incurred by any trader based on the knowledge departed. So, now request Mr. Sunil Guglani to start the session. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, hi everyone. Good evening to all of you. Today is Sunday. I hope everybody is enjoying Sunday. So we'll not take session for too long, but we'll try to complete it as fast as possible. But we'll cover each and everything, whatever is remaining. So let us check what we were supposed to cover, and what we have covered so far. So these were the various algo trading steps which were required to be covered as a part of this session. So we have covered that how to conceptualize the trading idea, how to filtering the criteria on the trading concept, how to visualize the model, how to do the backtesting, how to do the optimization, and still have to see how to do the paper trading. I will just tell you that what is paper trading and what are the important aspects of paper trading and how to go live. Today I will tell you one more very important and very interesting thing. Like yesterday we have discussed that how to do backtesting and how to do optimization. So we have done this through Python program. We wrote a function in which we have tried various parameters, and on the basis of best set of parameters which was giving the best returns, we have selected that one as the optimized parameter. So we will try to do something, but something different. We'll try to optimize the parameters, but not with the program. So I know there's most of the audience are not much familiar with Python. So I came up with some idea by which they don't need to write much Python programs, still they will be able to optimize it. So today also I will start with a new notebook. And unlike yesterday, we will try to write as less as we can. So first, as we need to install Yahoo Finance library. And we will install one more library for technical analysis. The name of the library is TA. TA is technical analysis. So I will run that. It is taking some time to install. It is installed. It's finished. Let's open another code cell. I will be importing pandas. I hope everybody remember pandas, and it would be good if you have practiced that in the home. I will be importing Yahoo Finance. So in the previous cell, I have installed that. Now I will be importing the Yahoo Finance. And another important library numpy. So this is about importing the required libraries. This is done. Now what is next? We need to import the data. TF. We will take the data again from Yahoo Finance, YF dot. It has a function called download. I hope you remember that. So we don't need to remember so many things, because as soon as we put any dot, the environment help us to show that what are the functions available, what are the attributes we need to pass. So we don't need to worry much about it. So we'll take the same stock like which we have taken yesterday, Apple. So next, like it is showing start, we have to give the start, and either we can give start and, or we can give ticker, period and interval. So we are more comfortable with period, so we'll give period here. It's 5 year. Next is interval. Interval we will give 1 day. Oh, it's giving error to me. So it is saying 5-year does not match format %m. So it is actually considering that I'm passing the start date. So what I will do, I will remove this again, and I will specifically mention. First, I will stop this. I will specifically mention period is equal to 5y next is interval is equal to 1 day. So now there will not be any confusion. See, it worked this time. So we learned so many things while executing the statements. So it's okay. Even if there are errors, no need to worry. Just check it once and we will be able to find out some solution. Let us see how our dataset looks like. So great. It has open, high, low, close. So now we'll do one thing. I think everybody must have heard of VWAP, volume weighted average. So we will try to build some strategy based on VWAP. But before that, let us see how to use TA, whether we can use TA or not. TA is Technical Analysis Library. So TA dot. It has so many functions. We need to see whether anything is required for us, applicable for us or not. So there's something related to volume. It is saying module object is not callable. So we'll do one thing. Let's not use technical analysis library. Let us see how to write volume weighted average by ourselves. So we'll do one thing. We have the data frame as TF. So we will create one more column in the data frame as volume VWAP. So I hope everybody knows that what is the formula of VWAP. That is, we have to sum. I'm just writing the formula here first. Sum of price multiplied by volume divided by sum of volume. This is the formula. So how we will write this in data frame? Let us see. So we will be taking price as the close price. And another important thing is, if we are calculating this sum of price and volume, then what will be the rolling back period? For how long period we will be calculating the VWAP every time. So we will mention here look back period. So let us say it is 14 as of now. So it will be. So what we have to do? We will take the price, that is DF. I'm a little slow in typing, so please be with me. So I have divided price and volume. And after that, I will take the rolling. How much period? Look back. That we have defined here. And what we have to do? We have to sum it. Is it correct? So next, what is the rest of the formula? We have to take DF volume and sum it. No, we have, before summing it, we have to do the rolling. For last 14 days, that is look back. And then we need to sum it. Let us see. Let us try to run and see whether it runs or not. It looks like it ran perfectly. And now let us see how my DF looks like. Data frame looks like. So fine. It has added one more column, volume VWAP now. You can see that there is few initial rows with the not a number value. We have discussed this yesterday. Why it is coming as? Because it is initial 14 days are not being used because in the volume VWAP, because it is taking last 14 days of data to calculate the volume VWAP. So what we will do, because these 14 days will not be required for us for the calculation, we will remove those rows. How to remove? I hope you remember that. We have a function drop NA in data frame. So we'll do drop NA. We'll run it. It went. And we will see it again. Oh, it didn't delete it. Do you remember that? Do you think I'm making some mistake again like I did last time? So I used drop NA, but I didn't use in place. What in place does? In place does that operation which I'm planning to apply on the data frame at that side itself. So if I do like this, So it will be applied. I don't need to assign this to any other variable. Let us see whether it works or not. This time it is removed. So it worked well. Now what is the next step? So generally, when we generally use the volume VWAP logic, we generally compare with the price of the instrument. Then we take the position accordingly. Whether price is more than VWAP or price is less than VWAP, on the basis of that we do that. So what I will do, I will create one more column, VWAP price difference is equal to VF. We are taking close price minus but just subtracting close price and VWAP will not make me understand that how much is the difference. So what I will create the percentage out of it. So I'm taking the difference first between two of them, and after that I'm dividing that with the close price. So this actually gives me the percentage. And because now when the percentage it will come with the too many decimals. So I will round the percentage. So you remember NumPy and data frames are compatible with each other. So any operation I want to apply on data frame on the all the columns, on the whole column, then I can use NumPy there. So I have rounded it up to 2 decimal places. Let us see whether it works or not. Wow, I'm lucky it's running every time. So let us see how does it look like now. So now we have open, high, low, close, date, adjacent, close, volume VWAP, and VWAP price difference. These many columns which we have, but we are more interested in VWAP price difference and close price. We are not interested in so many columns because we will not be using them. So I will do one thing. I will trim that data set to DF. I will just take 2 columns, close, and let us run it now. Wonderful. And let us see whether it worked or not. It worked because this time I didn't need to use in place because I'm assigning the dataset DF dataset to DF2. So I don't need to use in place. So I have only 2 columns with me now: close, VWAP close, price difference, and date. And now I want to see when do I need to take position, long position, when do I need to exit out. How will I do that? I don't know anything much about VWAP. I don't know about the VWAP strategy. So what will I do? Let me do few more things. So I will define one more variable, price, not price. What is the percentage change since last day. So if I have to calculate percentage change since last day, what will I do? You remember yesterday we have seen one function, percentage change, that is also belong to data frame. So multiplied by 100. What it is saying, see the caveat. You know why it is showing this error? Because I'm trying to assign data frame of df close to df2 data frame. df2 data frame has less number of rows. Df is the bigger data set, so it should give the error. They are not compatible with each other. Oh, again. Let us see whether df2 is working or not. Settings with copy warning. Value is trying to be set on the copy of slice bar. Okay, it was taking the reference of the data frame df. So instead of just assigning df into df2, I have copied these two columns into df2. So now there should not be any problem. So now this time it worked. So we have a percentage change of today. Let us see how does it look like now. So now we have three columns: close, percentage change of today, and VWAP price difference. Let us see if we have to calculate percentage change of tomorrow. Yeah, yes, tomorrow. How can we do that? If we have the historical data, then we can calculate percentage change of tomorrow as well. So you must be remembering there is a function in data frame called shift1. Shift1 means if we want, let us say we are at this particular row and we want the data of the previous row. Then if we use the same column with shift1, it will show the previous value. And how about if we want to take the futures value? Then instead of shift1, we'll do shift -1. Isn't it simple? So let us see whether we can accomplish this like that or not. So what I'm doing is I'm taking percentage change of the next day, that is tomorrow, and I'm taking the percentage change of the previous day and doing shift -1. Let us see the data frame again. Now if you see carefully, shift 0, this is the percentage change, 0.1199566 for 1st of June. And percentage change of tomorrow. Here it is showing the tomorrow. Like on 1st of June 2015, it is showing for tomorrow it was minus 0.444. It is showing it here. So I hope you understood what I'm trying to achieve. It is just to simplify the calculation in future. That if you want to check that how much percentage change was going to be tomorrow, then we can calculate it like that. Similarly, let's do it for next 2-3 days. I'm doing it for next 2 days, next 3 days, and 2, 3. I'll run it again. See, now it is calculating the percentage change of close price for next 1, 2, and 3 days. This is what we have as of now. So what we will do now, I don't know how to do further programming. I'm very basic in programming. So now let us try to analyze what kind of strategy we can make out of it to make it more profitable. So there is a function in data frame called toExcel. Using this function, we can take the data of the data frame into Excel. So we'll do VWeb. We'll name it at VWeb strategy. .xlsx. We have executed this, but where the Excel file went? Let us name it as 5. Where the Excel file went? Actually, we are executing everything in the cloud space. It is not in our local drive. So it will not get stored anywhere in the local drive. It is still there in the Google Colab. So if we would have done this in Jupyter Notebook in the local drive, then there was no problem. It would have stored somewhere in the local drive. But now we have to fetch this from the Google Colab to the local drive. For that, there is a library called from Google Colab is a library. And files is a function. So what I will do, I will run this. Go to the next cell. So I will use this function of Google Colab. So it has a function called download. And I will use this file here. See, I ran this cell and this file got downloaded in my local drive. Wonderful. So it's stored with a different name because this file was already there in my local drive. So what I'm trying to do, what I'm planning to do is, I will try to visually analyze this file, data in the file, and try to see how can I come up with the strategy. For that, I will be using a program called Tableau. You don't need to worry, even if you don't have Tableau, it's okay. It is free to download. You can search on Google, Tableau. This is the most popular tool for visualization as of now. and it is very easy to use. If you have used Excel before, you will be able to use it. So it got stored in. So I uploaded that file which got stored here. See, it has all those columns which I just created. It has date, close, close, close column, VWAP price difference, price change 0, 1, 2, 3. So I will click on the next. So here these are the columns which we have. I just have to do drag and drop. Believe me, it's very simple, much simpler than Excel once you start using it, and it's totally free. So what I will do is I'll just try to correlate VWAP price difference and price change. Price change, what I'm more interested in, the price change for tomorrow. So what I will do, I will drag drop here VWAP price difference. So VWAP price difference, it is summing it by itself. I'm not interested in summing it up. So I will convert this into dimension. And I'm interested in price change. Let us say I would have taken the position today based on VWAP price difference. Then what will be the percentage change tomorrow? So this is what it looks like to me. It looks very weird. It's not so simple to understand. So here it is, price change tomorrow will be is ranging from minus 12% to plus 12%, and this is the VWAP price difference. So what I will do, I will move VWAP price difference to filters also. So here we can filter any parameter. So let us try to remove the negative values of VWAP price difference. Almost 0. Does it look better now? No. Okay, this is for tomorrow price change. Let us check how does next day price change looks. It looks little better than the next day price change, percentage change. So I can do one more thing, show filter. If you see on the right side, VWAP price difference is visible here. I can just move it, scroll it, and we can see the difference. Are you able to understand? Wow. So where we are. So it looks like VWAP price difference. And if VWAP price difference is increasing, the percentage change of next 2 days are also getting better. So let us see where we are getting best returns, which is the best parameter for us, so VWAP price difference. And let us see percentage change of next 3 days. Why not? Why just for 2 days? Let's check for 3 days. And what I'm going to do, I will remove this from the column VWAP difference. Instead of that, I will put the date as a column now. Now, if you have understood, here this one of the parameter here is date. Another one is price change. Price change 1, 2, 3. So if VWAP price difference is this much, then next day the returns will go like this. Next to next day it will go like this, and third day from the position date it will go like this. So I'm moving here and we can see how the price moves. So but it is showing in the yearly manner. Let us do this on the exact day. Okay, but another thing is it is showing the price change of that particular day. I will calculate it to running total. Hmm. So, and one more thing I will do. Okay, now it looks little better. See, if I'm moving the VWAP price difference to the left side, that is on the negative side, the returns are getting bad. See, the drawdowns are too much. Let us move it on the right side. Drawdowns are getting better, more better, little better. It is more better on day 2 and day 3 and less better on day 1. So what I will do, then I will try to remove day 1 and just keep day 2 and day 3 as of now. Let us see what happens. I will remove it and I will try to join them. It will be easier for me to analyze. And I will remove this also. So it looks good, not too bad. Now I will move it here. Oh, it's getting bad. Yeah, this looks better. So the returns are around 250% and drawdowns are not so much. Drawdown is maximum 29%. Its drawdown is so much. This looks little more better to me. So like this, now I understood. If I take the position when the VWAP is between 0.4 to 10.45, then this is going to be my return for next 2 days. So I can keep my entry position like that in DF. That is then. But there is one thing. Is it that I'm trying to overfit the model? For that, what I can do, I will try to see the same values in from 2018 to 2020, and I will check the same set of parameters from 15 to 18. So by that we will be able to analyze that we are not overfitting the parameters. So I will take the date here. Move it to from 2018 to 20. Returns are around 140%. Drawdowns are not much. 140% from 2018 to 2020. Now let us check for the another period. Show filter. Returns are not that good, but not too bad also. There are a few drawdowns are here, but we can say it is working even in that period. So I can say the parameters which I have selected, it is working in both kind of periods. So I will use this parameter. Should be 0 to 4. So I hope everybody is getting me on this. If anybody has any question, let's take the questions first, because it is very much required for us to understand this part. Then only we can go further. We'll come to the questions. Can you explain the pip install feature? Pip install feature is actually to install the libraries into our environment. You need to know the entire ticker symbol first. Entire ticker. Yeah, we need to know the ticker symbol. Then only we will be able to download the data. Will recording be available? Will you give Python file after the session? Yeah, I can share the Python file with me with all of you. Will you please mention is it understandable or not? I mean, whatever I explained so far, have you understood that part? Great. I got reply from Jack. He understood. Yeah, please reply to me. That will be very nice. Understood. Very good. Anurag Negi replied. Yes, great. Mr. Indoskia replied. Mr. Ajay replied. Wonderful. Thanks for replying. It gives me confidence that whatever I'm explaining, that is clear to all of you. Good for beginner. Very good. Mr. Suresh is saying that it is exhaustive. However, I would like to understand how this is related to trend. Okay. Okay. Mr. Suresh, we can explain. I can discuss this with you separately if there is something which is not understood. We need the video. Yeah, there is no problem. Video will be uploaded. That is already mentioned by Chitra. So I am able to understand that most of the people understood the concept. So what we are doing is, so I will come back to the program. So we defined the parameters as df position is equal to v where price difference is greater than 0.4. Let us run this. Df. Actually, we should have taken df2. Df2 was a data frame which we were using, not df now. So let us see how df2 looks like now. So we have close price, VWAP price difference, price change 0, price change 1, 2, 3, and position. So position is the day when we will be taking the long position. Because so far we analyze only for the long position, not for the short one. So what we will do? We will define one more. So now the calculation is very simple. So whenever we are taking position, we will see for next 3 days what was the price change. Whatever the price change, that was actually our return. df2 returns is equal to. I hope everybody is with me on this. So what we will be doing is, we will check if df2 position is true. Then we will take, we cannot take the current day percentage change because we didn't know the VWAP price difference on that day. We will get to know VWAP price difference only after the 0th day, that is the next day. So we will be taking the position, we are assuming that we will take the position in the morning. So whatever gains we will get on the day, percentage change 1. So we are taking 3 days of price after that. So what we are assuming is once we got this signal, we will take the position for 3 days. And on the third day we will come out. This very simple. There is no other exit criteria as of now. Just for the analysis, let us see whether it works or not. Let us first see how does it look like now. So if you see wherever the position was true, it is calculating the returns for next 3 days. Otherwise it is 0. Yeah, this is what we wanted. So DF2 returns. We are taking the cumulative sum of this column and we are trying to plot to see how does it look like. Oh, not bad. What do you say about this? It is on the left side, it is the percentage return, and on the x-axis, this is the date column, date field. So it's around 250% in last 4 years. So let us compare if we would have taken the position in Apple in year 2016 itself. Then how much would be the returns? So we will try to compare the percentage change of every day with the returns which we have generated. So the percentage change of every day, if we would have taken position, then it is coming to approximately, it looks like 75 to 100%, and the strategy gave the returns of around 250%, and the strategy looks more stable than the normal percentage change of Apple stock itself. So again, I would not say this is the correct strategy or this is the strategy which should use. The motive was to tell you how to develop your own strategy. You don't need to go and check it out anywhere, but you can do the backtesting by yourself. You can analyze and find out the parameter, what is the best parameter, and you can do the testing, whatever parameter you're coming out, and this is how you can develop your own strategy. So even though one didn't know what is VWAP, you could have developed your own strategy. I'm not saying that you should not know VWAP, but I just mean to say that this kind of process makes the strategy building easier. So let us see if there is any more question now. Mr. Anwin is saying we need some lessons in Tableau. Yeah, I would say if you start using it, then it is very simple to use. No need to worry about that. Do you just download it? It's totally free. And we need the video. Yeah, overfitting I already explained. that we should not use some specific scenario in that those parameters should work only on those specific scenario, otherwise it won't work. So that's why what we have done, we have tested those parameters in one interval first, and after that we have tested the same set of parameters in different interval, because it was giving consistent returns in both the interval. So that's why we thought it is not overfitting. In the parameters are working in almost all scenarios. Any book you can suggest? Yeah, I in the initially I have sent one message. There is some free book is available in the internet. I will just share it with you again. There is something called Python Basic Handbook. I would request you to Google this, and you will get some link from where you will be able to download. You Google this, you will be able to get some link. Paramveer Singh is saying strategy is very similar to say if instead of VWAP, we can take any indicator, we can take any variable. This is just the method to do the analysis and come up with some strategy. This is not VWAP specific strategy. The motive was to tell you the method to develop your own strategy. So I think that's all about this session. This is what I wanted to explain, so that everybody should be able to develop his own strategy without help of without much external help. And Chitra must have shared some feedback form with you in your email. I request you to fill that. Is NCDEX data hosted in Wi-Fi? No, it is not hosted there. Chitra, will you please take over now? Apple actual versus tested strategy. Yeah, that I have shown that what is the Apple actual versus what is the tested strategy, that I have shown it in the. Chitra, are you there?
Yes, sir. We're getting questions. Would you like to take all the question and answer?
Yeah, so far I have taken the question. How about pushing the strategy to trading account? Yeah, for that, actually, for going live, there are two important things are there. We need to have the API to connect with the broker, and once we get the API, first we will connect with the broker. There are two main important things. We need to connect with the broker to place the orders, either buy or sell, or we need to fetch the historical data or live data from it. So these are the two main things that are important, which are required. Actually, it will not be possible to cover that technical area in this series. We may need to keep another series for that how to go live with all the technical details. Blue versus yellow line. Why were the two lines different? So I will go back to the sheet again. So we are trying to compare the two returns. One is the returns of the strategy, that is the blue line. Another is the Apple returns of daily basis on daily frequency, that is the orange line. So we are trying to compare whether our strategy performed better than Apple or not. So it looks like our strategy is better than the Apple stocks itself. Any more questions?
That was the last question, which, sir. That was the last question. So we have come to end of this session, and I would like to thank all our attendees for joining in. You can check all our previous webinars and always the webinar section.
Your voice is breaking, Chitra.